Showdown in Pakistan. 28,000 troops move into South Waziristan to take on the Taliban on their turf. Soldiers now locking horns with Taliban leader Hakimullah Mahsood and up to 15,000 of the region's most hardened Taliban and Al-Qaeda fighters.
At this point, I don't believe that the Pakistani state has a choice.
Defense analyst Pervez Hutboy and military officials call South Waziristan the headquarters of the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, a safe haven where they're free to train and plot deadly suicide and guerrilla attacks.
Waziristan is very important in the assertion of Pakistan's sovereignty. Furthermore, this is where the Taliban have their nerve centers.
Hutboy says the Taliban know the severe and unforgiving terrain here well and will use it to their advantage. The much-anticipated ground offensive follows a recent wave of militant attacks in Pakistan that killed more than 150 security personnel and civilians. In several brazen assaults, armed militants humiliated security forces by penetrating the most sensitive police and military compounds.
What we've seen is that suicide bombings have spread into all our cities. We've seen the extremists become stronger and stronger day after day. And that nerve center lies in Waziristan. We got to go for it now.
With troops moving in, tens of thousands of local residents are packing up and moving out. For weeks, they'd seen Pakistani jet fighters bomb militant hideouts in preparation for the ground offensive. The UN says 80,000 people have already registered for relief aid.
There is war, and we have to take care of our children. That is why we left the area.
Washington will watch the battle closely. The Obama administration says insurgent attacks in Afghanistan are often planned and launched from South Waziristan. They've long pressured Pakistan to get tough on militants here. 3 times, the Pakistani army has launched military offensives in South Waziristan. All 3 times, they failed. The Pakistani army now with a 4th opportunity, one it can ill afford to lose. The Taliban has vowed to launch more suicide attacks as payback for this offensive, but the Pakistani military says they won't back down from carrying out their mission. Reza Sayah, CNN, Islamabad.
Begin in Pakistan, where a long-awaited offensive